Recently, I went to a few stores, and one of those stores happened to be Michael's. And for Michael's, they had quite a few of Halloween decorations, a mixture of witchcraft and eerie other stuff. So, for this video, I wanted to show what they had. So, here that is. Upon entering Michael's, on my left hand side, the first thing I was greeted by was this wide selection of palm reading and just like witchy, crafty stuff. Personally, I'm not really into this type of stuff, but it's pretty neat. You know, if you like that, hey, why not? Directly behind the palm reading area was this small stand with skeletal knickknacks and little creatures, insects, just bugs. A variety of cool items, I think. This mini skeleton and cat skeleton figurine was pretty neat. Of course, the usual man-eating plants. Either a purge-inspired or party-inspired skeleton, which I think looked pretty neat. The purple violet, very, very good on the black. This neon green, or just vibrant green skeleton next to it was very cool as well because it has a button you click. And once you click it, the eyeballs move, they move around, and they blink. Interestingly enough, I saw a variety of Halloween mixed with Christmas decor, which is something you would have never seen years ago. This cute pumpkin here reminded me of an Uncrustable because of the shape. I thought these Halloween ornaments looked pretty neat. Here is what's on the other side of the small shelf I showed you earlier with the eerie knickknacks on it. These skeletons would definitely be much better if they spoke and if their jaws moved. I just absolutely love the variety of creatures on this table, or on the shelf. You just have snakes, you have eyeballs, more insects, this cool bucket with an animated skeleton, I believe. For some reason, I don't think I even tried the button, or it just wasn't working. But either way, you have skulls, spider, like a pirate spider with the, I don't know, it's interesting. It's an interesting creation. But we have all sorts of rats and just other cool little knickknacks. Ladies and gents, now this is where the Halloween fun begins. Now this area right here is the main Halloween area of Michael's. What I showed earlier was just a fraction of it. This is where the good stuff is at. You could never go wrong with Witch's Brew, am I right? Well, here's something that caught my interest. This random vintage looking cage at the very bottom, which would be very good for customization. Over here we have vintage looking decor, however, at least from my eye, it just looks modernized. To me, it does not feel vintage at all. I do think Michaels did an okay job at trying to capture the vintage style. These right here, however, these three canisters looked vintage enough and were kind of tempting, especially the skeleton one. Every year when I visit Michael's during Halloween, my favorite part to check is all of the cool Limax miniatures. Michael's never fails when it comes to the Limax display. They always capture my attention. I've always wanted one of these Spooky Town displays, but they are so expensive, so hopefully later on in the future I can get one. This display of rubber creatures and critters was pretty cool, except they don't smell very good. I instantly fell in love with this Misty Grave mausoleum. Such a gorgeous piece, especially the water. That had my heart. But of course, I think it was around $300 or $200, so I had to skip on it, unfortunately. I did end up finding the mausoleum brand new, and it was $219, which isn't too bad, but again, I just couldn't afford it right now. And as you can see, I just could not get enough of the mausoleum. So cool. My dad did point out these two twin doll animatronics to me. I must have missed them or something, and they did have quite a lot to say.
Sometimes we're afraid in the dark. It's very scary. Oh, so scary. We're just dying to give hugs. We just love Halloween. Not the tricks, but always the treats.
And that's it. That concludes my video. I hope you enjoyed watching. I had a lot of fun making this video, and I'm looking forward to making more. So please comment, like, subscribe, and let me know what your favorite spooky item at Michael's was.